About this time last year, we were talking about the new P-line. Everything is designed about making it light. The first Brompton to be introduced that's under 10 kilos. This is my beloved P-line. It's had a modification of an advanced rack. It was one of the first ones to be introduced, so some of the features aren't the same as the subsequent ones. Today, I have another new toy. It is a Chapter 3 version 4. So, let's take a look inside. The first thing we have is our lovely little box of unfolding happiness. Let's see what happiness will be unfolded. In the box we have a spare tube leader and a tube. A very nice saddle that will go through when we put it on the bike. Some grips. A saddle height insert. We've made a video on that before. Some reflectors. A little bag. An owner's manual. And of course an Allen key. It's so well wrapped up, I still can't really see what colour it is. So let's unfold him and take a closer look. First of all, we'll take the suffocating plastic off. Oh, it's a nice shiny grey colour. Before I go any further and hang him in the Brompton tree, I'm going to grab the saddle. The saddle is a Physic Argo Terra X5. This range of saddles is designed for gravel bike riding, which, in case you're not familiar with, basically it's taking a road bike and riding it on mountain bike conditions. So you get lots and lots of vibrations. So this saddle should be absolutely perfect for riding around the cities with our lovely potholes. So let's pop them on using our Allen key. The first thing we did notice is it's a standard pentaclip, not a super light one. So you could save some weight there. Before we put them on, the red matches perfectly. Very matchy-matchy. Now I'm just going to do out the pentaclip using my torque wrench to 10 Newton meters. Next up, handlebar grips. Out of interest, it comes with the handlebar grips that are on my favourite mountain bike, the Ergon GE1. Ergon GE1 or Gravity Enduro 1. They are very comfortable. Although we wouldn't recommend Gravity Enduro riding on your Brompton. They're not designed for it. And in case you don't know what Gravity Enduro is, it's mostly going up with a bicycle on a lift and going downhill as fast as you can. Again, if these grips are comfortable for that, I think they're going to be comfortable for riding around the city. I'm going to put the right hand on the right hand. We're going to pop them on and make sure the bit that says up is up and that they are fully pushed onto the handlebars. So we pop it on, make sure it's all the way on, up is up, and then we'll do it up with our 3mm Allen key to 3 Newton meters. In case you don't have a torque wrench, 3 Newton meters is not very tight. It comes with reflectors because, of course, British standards means you either have to have a reflector on your wheels or reflective tyres. And it doesn't have reflective wheels nor tyres. So to be legal, we need to fit reflectors. The final thing we need to install is the bag. The bag that we've been waiting forever for. It has a nice little strap that's going to attach it to the frame. And it is a perfect size for our spare inner tube. We think it's a shame that you lose the Brompton logo, but then every time you have a puncture, you get to see it. We're going to run through all of the features and compare it to the P-line. We're going to go front to back. So, the handlebar grips, they are GE1. We've covered them. The Chapter 3 is only available in a low handlebar type, in comparison to the P-line that is available as a low, a mid or a high. It's got a much bigger bell for a much bigger sound. In comparison to our little P-line one. The stem is textured concrete grey, and it's the first time we've had two different colours, in comparison to the P-line that's sparkly. The hinge camp plate assemblies are the same, they're the aluminium versions. The headsets are also the same version between the two bicycles. The front of the main frame is red, and it has a Chapter 3 decal. They have the same black brake calipers. The Chapter 3 does not come with a front carrier block. However, you could fit one because it has the mounting lugs. The Chapter 3 mudguards are not an option, unlike coming on standard on the P-line. So on the Chapter 3 you will get a muddy face. We have a cable fender disc on the Chapter 3 because it doesn't have any mudguards. We don't need one on the P-line. The forks on the Chapter 3 are titanium. They are painted in textured concrete grey. It's not coated in concrete because that would make them very heavy and not be very good with the titanium. The Chapter 3 has Shawby 1 tan wall tyres compared to the P-line that actually has an option of tyres when you configure it of Continental Contact Urban, Shawby 1 or Marathon Racers. They are nice slick tyres for you racing around the cities. They come as standard with the Tubolito inner tube. The wheels. They are super light P-line wheels. However, not quite as super light as the original P-line wheels that had the aerodynamic rim. And they were discontinued after the first batch. They use Schrader valves and Tubolitos to reduce the weight further. The first batch had Presta valves, like this one. Part 2, the middle of the bicycle. The main frame is gloss grey. We have a nice 3 decal, in comparison to a sparkly metal with a P. We've obviously installed our new bag, missing on our P-line. For my inaugural ride, I will be cutting up a very small sandwich and popping it in my bicycle. Keep me going. On the Chapter 3, we have a very nice serial number plate, which has Chapter 3 version 4 written on it. I think it's quite pretty. It comes with a standard length black seat post and the Physic Terra Argo saddle that we went through earlier. It has a standard 50-tooth black chainring. Comes on all Bromptons, so the same as the P-line. The P-line, you have the option of reduced or increased gearing. Both the Chapter 3 and the P-line have the chain catcher. They both use the same 10-speed compatible chain, which is lovely and shiny when it's new. Don't go riding, it will get dirty. It has an aluminium seat clamp and release. Part 3, the back end. Both the Chapter 3 and the P-line in essence have the same back end. They have the new advanced titanium rear triangles. On the Chapter 3, it is painted textured concrete. It has the new big advanced roller wheels to help it roll better. The nice new locking block that locks in the halfway up position. So the same as the P-line. And we obviously have our Shawby 1 tan wall tyres. And our 28-hole rim that makes a nice noise when you spin around, because of the advanced gearing system that is common between the two of them. It is only available in the new advanced 4-speed derailleur system that was introduced on the P-line. The Chapter 3 does not come with a configuration option of a rack or mudguards, like the P-line that you can configure to have a mudguard and a rack. However, you can retrofit them to your Chapter 3 if you wanted to have a dry bottom or you want to add a bit of weight. And finally, we need the weight. 9.79 kilograms. That is quite light, isn't it? If you like this video about the Chapter 3 version 4, we'd really like it if you gave us a big thumbs up. If you like this video, please subscribe, because we're going to show you how to make it lighter. Let's get rid of this with a bit of revenge and see what else is in the box. I'm glad to report that the cameraman can neither catch. No? I'm glad to report that the cameraman can't catch either. I am amazed by the matchy-matchiness of the packaging. The protector on the rear triangle is the same colour as the blue teal decal. Teal decal, it's not a teal decal. It's a teal, what is it? Flash. In case you don't know what gravel riding is, it's generally slightly uncomfortable on your nuts. So this saddle has been introduced to alleviate some of the... I can't go that way. I can't ride off into the sunset. On the P-line, it is not an option. No, on the P-line. The forks are textured concrete titanium. Grey. No. The forks on the Chapter 3. The forks on the Chapter 3 are titanium. They're painted concrete grey. No. The forks on the Chapter 3 are titanium. They are painted concrete textured grey. Not painted in titanium. No, not painted in concrete. It has aluminium. It has an aluminium seat clamp and an annoying car. No one needs a lawnmower that big, like the P-line. You could. I still have messed it up, haven't I? If you like this video about